Hello children, how are you? I am Jaya here. Hope you watched my previous videos Force and Pressure Part 1 and Part 2 which explains force, contact and non-contact forces. If not, please watch those videos and enter your doubts in comment box. We'll get the replies soon. Today we'll learn about pressure, its definition, how to calculate pressure, relation between area and pressure, and its applications. At the end of this video, I gave two questions. If you understand the lesson well, please enter the answers of those questions in the comment box. And like, share and subscribe my channel. Press the bell button to get the notifications. Here two pictures are given. In the first picture, a balloon is pressed with both the hands. In the second picture, the same balloon is pierced with a needle. You can imagine what will happen. Even though we are applying a medium force, the balloon may not break when we press with both the hands. But if we prick or pierce it with a needle, even though we are applying very less force, it will break very quickly. What is the reason for that? While pressing with both the hands on the balloon, we are applying force on a large area and the balloon changes its shape but do not break. In the second case, we are applying force on a very small area or at a point while piercing with a pin. In that case, balloon breaks even on applying a small force. So what does it mean? There is some role for the area of applying force. We call it as area of contact of the force. Where we apply force, in which area we apply force, that area is called area of contact of the force. Why the balloon is not breaking in the first case? Because we are applying force on a large area in the first case. When force is applied on a large area, the balloon is experiencing a low pressure. Or in another way, if the area of contact is more, the pressure is less. Once again, if the area of contact means the area where we apply force. If the area of contact is more, the pressure experienced by the balloon will be less. Same way, in the second case, we apply the same force on a small area and the balloon is experiencing a large pressure. Or if the area of contact is less, the pressure experienced by the object will be more. Now we learned area of contact is the area where force is applied. Area where force is applied is called area of contact. Then, if force is applied on a small area, high pressure is experienced by the object. And if force is applied on a large area, low pressure is experienced by the object. Thus we know that pressure is related to force and area. If area is increasing, pressure is decreasing. If area is decreasing, pressure is increasing. Thus we get the pressure formula as pressure is equal to force divided by area, or pressure is calculated as force divided by area. Area means area of contact. Now if P is the pressure, and force is F, area is A, we will get the formula as P is equal to F by A. This we have to by heart. P is equal to F by A, or P is equal to F upon A. So, we can define pressure from this formula. Force per unit area is called pressure. Pressure is defined as force per unit area. And unit of pressure is, we know force is, unit of force is Newton and unit of area is meter square. So unit of pressure is Newton per meter square, or it is, in another way we can say it is pascals. So unit of pressure is Newton per meter square or pascals. Here comes a numerical problem. A box of weight 105 kg is kept on a surface in both horizontal and vertical positions. In which position it exerts more pressure on the ground and how much? So in the first case it is kept in the horizontal position. This first case is the horizontal position. What is the difference in horizontal and vertical positions? In horizontal position, the area of contact will be more, whereas vertical position, area of contact will be less. Here in the first case, the area of contact is 7 into 3. You know area is equal to length into width. So here in the first case, area of contact is 7 into 3 is equal to 21. It is given in meters, so 7 into 3, 21 meter square or square meter. In the second case, area of contact is 3 into 5, that is 15 meter square or 15 square meter. Now, how can we calculate pressure? Pressure formula is force divided by area. P is equal to F divided by A. Here, force is the weight of the box itself, that is 105 Newton, and area of contact A is equal to 7 into 3, that is equal to 21 meter square or 21 square meter in horizontal position. So in horizontal position, pressure is equal to 105 divided by 21, that is 5 Newton per square meter, or that is equal to 5 pascals. That is the horizontal position. Now in vertical position, force is the same 105 Newton, but area of contact is 3 into 5, that is 15 square meter. In vertical position, when we keep the box, the short sides will come in contact with the floor, with the ground. So in that case, area of contact is the multiplication of short sides, that is 3 into 5, that is 15 meter square. So pressure is equal to 105 divided by 15 is equal to 7 Newton per meter square or 7 pascals. Thus we come to know that in vertical position the pressure is more because area of contact is less, and in horizontal position pressure is less because area of contact with the ground is more in that case. Here comes another example to show that if the area of contact is large, the pressure exerted will be less. Imagine a man standing in the sand. His body weight is exerted on his feet, that is a small area. Because of high pressure, the sand got compressed and his feet goes deep into the sand. Whereas a man lying down in the sand cannot exert much pressure because the area of contact with the sand is more. Why porters place a round piece of cloth on their heads when they carry heavy loads? Answer. Pressure P is equal to F divided by A. Here F is the weight on the potter's head and A is the area of contact. When the potter places a round piece of cloth on his head, the area of contact of the load with his head increases, which reduces the pressure on his head. Shoulder bags are provided with broad straps. The reason is again the same formula, P is equal to F divided by A. Here F is the weight of the bag and A is the area of contact, which is the width of the strap. For broad straps, area of contact of the strap with our shoulder will be more, which reduces the pressure on our shoulder. Iron nails have pointed ends and knives have very sharp edges. The pointed ends of a nail reduces the area of contact, so the pressure exerted on the surface is more. Thus, nail can be easily pierced into a hard surface. Similarly, the sharp edge of the knife reduces the area of contact, so a large pressure can be exerted by applying a small force to cut easily. Hope you learned the topic well. Now here given two questions. First question is, it is comfortable to wear a pair of flat shoes than a pair of sandals with pointed high heels. Why? Question number 2. A sharp pointed pencil sometimes pierces into the pages of the book while writing or drawing. Why? If you know the answer, enter it in the comment box. If you don't know, please comment that also. I'll explain it. Now, the next topic will be liquid pressure and that will be uploaded soon. Please subscribe and press the bell button to get the notifications. Thank you for listening.